Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make effects like this. I spent years and years and years honing this style, and I'm going to be giving it all to you guys for free. Yes, I said free. I know a lot of directors and editors are very hesitant to teach people what they know, but I want to teach you guys and help you guys learn something and create better videos. I want to offer you guys any value I can and help you guys get to the next step in just whatever you're trying to do. So I'll stop talking and we'll get into the video. All right, now that we're in our computer, we're in the timeline of Premiere. You're going to make sure your clip is in the timeline, and what you're going to do is find out where you want that clip to start. So I'm going to have it start about right here, and so you're going to want to make a cut right where you want it to start. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start by exporting frame by frame. So what you want to do is start at this point, and you're going to find this button up here, export frame. If you don't see it, there should be a plus button here, and you can find it and add it there. But what you want to do is export the starting frame, and what you want to do is you want to change the location to wherever you want to save it to. So we will find the folder you want to save it to, and we'll save it to this folder here. Once you do that, you're gonna want to go 2 frames forward, and you can do that by the arrow keys 1, 2, and you want to export another frame, and you can enter. And so what you want to do is, depending on how long you want the effect to last, is however many frames you're gonna have. So for this example, I'm gonna do 6. So here's 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you have your frames, you're going to want to find them in the folder. So you're going to want to go here, and there's different ways of doing this. So I'm on Windows, some of you guys will be on Mac. You're going to have to print out these frames. So either you could shift and select all these, right click, and you could select print, or what you can do is, this is what I do usually, I put it into a folder. I'll just title it whatever, and then I'll drag all those frames into that folder, open the folder, and click on the frame. This opens up the OneDrive. This is on Windows. I'm not sure what it is on Mac, but what you want to do is add a folder, and then you want to go and find out where that folder is. So we'll go to the folder, and we'll do add this folder to pictures. Sometimes this takes a bit. Mine, obviously, I have a bunch of stuff on here, bunch of randomly titled folders and everything, but once it loads, you're going to click it, and what you want to do is, now you have all your frames here, and this is the key part here. You want to change this to oldest, so this will have your frames in order. This is just so it'll make it much easier in post. So you're going to want to select all those just by clicking shift select, and you're going to right click and click print. So this is what I usually see a lot of people messing up, is they'll keep it just like this and print out all the frames. And so this goes through so much ink, paper, a bunch of stuff, and it comes out pretty like good quality, but we want kind of that texture. So what you want to do is go to more settings here, and then obviously this is like HP, it's with my printer. You're gonna have to go down to pages per sheet, and you can choose 9, 6, 16. I usually like to choose 6, and we did 6 frames as well, so we'll choose 6. We'll select OK, and we'll print those out. Now that we have our frames on paper, a little rundown is, you'll start at the top left here, and you'll work your way to the right, and then you'll move down and then to the right. So this is basically just the order of the frames, just to help you if you want to do animations or whatever. This is the starting point, this is the ending point. And so what we're going to do here is just a simple outline effect, and you're just going to take your pen and just outline them. And then you can do this as clean or as messy as you want. It'll just give you different effects. If you want it more like apparent that you're doing drawing, then do it a little messier. If you want it a little more cleaner, obviously stay within those lines. And so I'm going to do this, and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, so now that we just wrapped that up, what we have to do now is take this to digital. And so there's 2 ways of doing this. What I used to do is I'd just take a picture of this whole thing, and what I'd do is I'd put the picture into Premiere, and then I'd zoom in and scale for this frame, and then I'd move to the right and do this frame. But what I do now, and it's pretty easy, is a scanner. If you have a scanner, then go this route for sure. So you're going to want to just scan it, and then it'll go to your computer, and then we'll open it up in Premiere, and I'll show you how to sequence this. All right, so now that we have our scan uploaded to our computer, what we're going to do is bring it into Premiere, import it, and then we're going to drag it out onto our timeline. And so we're going to place it right where we put the cut. That's where we started this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to scale and position these so they're individual frames. So we're going to first start by rotating it, and what we're going to do is scale it up. Then we are going to position it to this top left frame because that's our start. And so what I like to do is I like to align this corner here and the bottom. And so once we do this, we're going to click C for our cut tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut the individual frames. So we're going to go 2 frames over and cut, 2 frames over, cut, 2 frames over, cut, and we're going to do this 6 times because that's how many frames we have. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these last 3 up because these are the bottom row. And so I'll explain kind of. So we're going to have this start here. Second one we're going to move to, and what we're going to do is we're going to reposition it for the second frame. So we're just going to have to move that over. We'll line the bottom again, and then we're going to go to the 3rd frame, and we are going to move over to the 3rd frame. So line up this corner here, and then once we get over to this 3rd set here, since this is the bottom row, we're going to move this down, and we're going to align it. And so this is the start. What I like to do is you're going to come up to this motion here and click Control C. That's going to copy the motion, and you're going to click Control V and copy that to the other 2 frames. So now you have just the bottom layer, and you're going to move to the second one and then reposition that. Then you're going to go to the 3rd, and you are going to reposition that to the corner, and there we go. So that is your effect. We're going to do a little more with this though. I like to add a digital transition in between. So right here, what I'll do is I'll go 4 frames this way to the right, and then I'll go 4 frames to the left. And what I'll do here is I'll nest it, and then we will replace this with After Effects. So we're going to go into After Effects here, and this is our clip. And so I'm going to find the point of like the transition. I'm going to move 2 frames back, and this is a plugin called Twitch. Let's see. And so I have one in here, a preset called Twitch Exposure that I like. Drag and drop there. You could basically add whatever transition here. This is just one I like to use. And so it'll be a quick transition like that. And so this is what the effect came out to be. That is how I create my paper effects you see throughout my videos. This is obviously just the basic introduction. There's a lot more that goes into these effects. If you want to see more, definitely comment what you guys want to see. I'm going to be uploading weekly. I'm going to be eventually coming out with a texture pack, coming out with a course that goes way in depth, that gives you guys all the sauce. A lot of stuff in the works you don't want to miss out. Thank you guys again for watching the video. If you could show support by liking, once again commenting, or going and checking out my Instagram at creativeflow.mp4. Thank you guys again. Take care.